Knowledge Platform is Pakistan's leading edtech company, and we have more than 750 schools and over 250,000 students across Pakistan. So we, especially during, after COVID, we saw a huge growth in online education, and around 100,000 users have, joined our platform during last couple of months, and more than 300 schools have joined. And one of the key challenges that we saw that they are facing, and not only the ones who have joined the platform, but others as well, is the access to internet. And roughly speaking, we have about 50 million school-going population between age of between grade 1 to 12. And out of that, only it is estimated that 1 million have direct access to some kind of internet or device at home, which makes it makes a big case for accessibility and providing access to internet and devices, and so that a lot more students who need to continue their education can continue. I think this is the background, and we started talking to Jazz, and we were very fortunate to form a partnership on launching a product that will help the students across country, and especially the students who are using our products and portfolio, whether it's in-school product or online products. I think they are going to benefit in a great way with the product we have just launched, and we are very excited. I think we have been sharing, it with our schools for like, a couple of weeks now, that a product is being launched, and we saw great, a hype is created, and they were waiting for the product to get launched. So I think we're very excited today that the product is going to go live, and schools will start benefiting, and the students, especially who don't have access to internet, can continue their education, using this partnership. So I'm very happy and excited today.
That's really amazing to know. Since we are, in living through an unprecedented, era, and I think that this is the first time that the education industry has transformed the way it used to operate previously. From the very conventional classroom and all of these, learning techniques, we are moving towards a very online and a very different kind of approach. The teachers are facing, a paradigm shift for that matter. So, what do you think should be, the strategy going forward in terms of connectivity and in terms of, future of education in Pakistan, even post COVID?
I think, first of all, we have to see, unfortunately, it seems like that COVID is not going to go away very soon. As per the current plans of the federal government and the provincial governments, they have decided to open the school from 15th of September. It's a provisional decision they made, and they will evaluate by end of August. But if everything goes fine, and we have, the cases under control by end of August, and they plan to open the schools by 15th of September. Now, they will open the schools only under certain SOPs. And if you look at the SOPs that are being issued, you would see that a lot of focus is on teaching key subjects during the week. So maybe math, science, and English. To fewer classes during 3 days a week, and then to lower classes like primary 2 to 3 days in a week. And that's and they want to keep the school timing to 3 hours. So these are the kind of restrictions that would demand that online education or a hybrid blended education should continue, where some of it is happening in class, under SOPs, followed by schools with limited number of subjects. But for others, online education would continue. So I see a hybrid in future, even if schools are restored on a short-term basis or in long-term basis, because if it becomes part of the habit of schools to start using online platforms and resources to start assigning work to their students, and they're having an interaction, and students are providing feedback and all of that. So I think that's a very positive development, and it should, and in my opinion, it would stay, because if we can create that value and establish that habit among students and teachers to interact online, then they will continue to use this, in the long term as well.
So, Sadia, the next question we have is from you. Since there are a lot of initiatives that we are taking towards empowering or enabling the education sector, connectivity has become really essential in these times. So, how do you see JAS playing a role in all of this, and how do you see us expanding this particular, into this particular sector and helping out more people as we go?
Thank you, Andaleep, and thank you, Talha, for providing your point of view on the current situation. So from JAS's point of view, Andaleep, with the largest customer base in Pakistan, more than 62 million customers, we already are part and parcel of the lives of students and teachers. But I think after the COVID pandemic hit us, the kind of criticality of need for connection jumped up, right? It really kind of escalated a lot more. And in terms of providing devices, data devices, connectivity solutions, special packages to universities and colleges, and also providing some customized solutions, our teams have been on their toes in putting the solutions together because we feel that we have a big responsibility towards this constituency of our customers, which is the students and the teachers and the educational institutions. This program or this project that we have done with the Knowledge Platform is of special importance, though, because I think this is the most comprehensive solution that we have put together for the schools and the students. It took us some time to put it together because I think this is first of a kind partnership between Knowledge Platform and JAS. The earlier partnership that we had on smart schools also bore great results, and on the back of this, our commitment to Knowledge Platform has just kind of become stronger. It took us, I would say, a couple of months to orchestrate or kind of cobble together this solution. But now that it is out in the market, I'm very hopeful that it will make the lives of students and schools much easier. The rates that we have offered, and the kind of access to all the educational sites and all the gamified experience is very valuable, and I'm sure that the students and the teachers will have a good experience using it, and it will definitely contribute to the convenience aspect of them getting online education.
So thank you so much, Sadia, for your point of view on this. I think it's very important and it's imperative that we work together with a lot of institutes to, making education accessible to a lot of people. So, Umar, what do you think about it? Do you think that the partnership that we have done, do you think that through this partnership we are going to be able to reach as many people as we have forecasted? Or do you think that more people are going to start using your platform and change the way they get their education in general?
Yeah, Andaleep, definitely. And I would say that I'm very happy that JAS and Knowledge Platform has stepped forward to establish this partnership, because we are going to solve one of the key challenges that our education sector is facing right now, and that is access to quality and reliable internet. And if I just highlight some of the key problems that our education sector has been facing and what we are going to address through this partnership, if you know that there has been an increase in an online education due to COVID-19 pandemic, and our education sector has raised concerns about the limitation of internet and data speed to access educational material in these times. We have partner school in more than 100 cities in Pakistan, and they have repeatedly shared with us the connectivity and slow internet issues, which is impacting the overall quality and continuity of education for their students. So I believe that once students get in uninterrupted internet services to complete their homework and assignments, then I think they will feel much better. And another problem that I would like to highlight is that parents have been facing some issues because they do not have any control over the usage of internet. Because once kids are using the internet, they can switch the platform, they can go from education platform to any entertainment platform as well. So in order to solve these issues, I think we have stepped forward now, and with the help of this bundle, I think we can control the usage of internet, because the students will have dedicated access only for the educational products that KP is offering, and we will make sure that everyone has access to quality education and the switching to other platform can be avoided. So I think parents will have some kind of peace of mind by knowing that their kids are only getting effective education through our AI enabled learning management system and the content that we have for them. So I think in the coming times, we can see that this package that we have introduced for our students, I see it's a huge uptake in the market, because already the partners that we are talking to, they are very much interested, that they were looking for this solution, and they're very happy that we have introduced it. And I think that we will grow very quickly, inshallah.
So, Umar, do you have any similar example of partnership with a telco in any other country? Because I believe you operate in more than
Yeah.
in other countries as well, right?
No, I think this is one of the unique that we have established in one of its kind, because if we look at Philippines, if we look at Singapore, because countries like Singapore, they already have sorted out this infrastructure and the devices issues. But in Pakistan, we have a reverse case. We have the content, we have a very strong platform that's also AI enabled. But the issue that we were having here is the access to quality internet and access to devices. And I think we are trying to solve both of the issues. One bit we have solved with the help of Jazz, and I think very soon we'll be solving issue toward the access of devices for the student. So we will address both these issues. But I think in terms of partnership and providing such kind of packages, it's one of the unique one. In at least in Asia Pacific region. And if I talk about Pakistan, then I have talked in the good length in Pakistan. Like I've talked in Bunair, I've talked in Karachi, I've talked in almost all provinces of Pakistan, and we do not have any similar or even package that is near to this one, because you see, it's not only reliable quality internet at affordable rates, but also it is giving parents an ease of access, because they are sure that once they install this bundle on the device, then kids are going to access only educational content. So I think this is a huge initiative. Yeah, and I see no match in the market at the moment, at least in our region.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm
I
very
think
happy.
the challenge now is to let people know that it is available and get them to subscribe to it and start using it. So I think that's where most of our efforts should now be focused towards.
Yeah, I hope we are already gearing up towards that. And yeah, I think in the coming days, we will see some progress.
I think the best USP of this particular partnership is that जो भी ऊपर mention कर रहे थे, जैसे the parents feel at ease कि अगर bundle हम अपने बच्चे को लगा भी देते हैं, so it's only going to be used for educational purposes. You can't watch anything else on the devices at all. So I think this is one of the biggest things that would put the parents' mind at peace in this particular matter. So, Maz, you've been very patiently listening to all this conversation. Let me turn to you now and ask you, okay, how was your experience when you were building this product and while you were working with KP? And same goes for Umar and Samira, because we've been working really closely throughout the project. So you and Asma were working with Knowledge Platform. So how was your experience working together, and how excited you guys were for this particular product to take off?
It was exciting. I'll just briefly touch upon my first meeting with Umar. I was expecting that I'll sit there for 45 minutes to an hour. I ended up sitting there for 2.5 hours because once we started talking, all these ideas started coming in, and it just kept on going. So I was excited from day one on how to address this. The initial proposition that we offered, it was, you can say, a fairy tale, but unfortunately that wasn't possible. So had to slightly change it, or say divide it into chunks or phases. So phase one was to bring out the bundle, and then phase 2 and 3 we go towards other devices depending on the uptake. The overall experience in working with KP was brilliant, I would say. A lot of cooperation from Umar's side and his team, and giving us insights, and plus from we had some internal challenges of our own that basically delayed the product. I wouldn't say delay, but it took longer than we expected. But nonetheless, we were able to release it in time, and our fear was that we should release it within the COVID time. There wouldn't be any point in releasing it after it, in case the lockdown is lifted and COVID ends, hopefully. So I'm happy we managed to meet that timeline, and now look forward to the uptake that will, inshallah, come on this product.
Definitely. I do believe that even if COVID will be lifted and children will start going back to school as well, but I think that this is going to change the way. I mean, we've been living like this for a very long time now, and it'll be, I think, December tak agar hum isi tarah rehte hain, so it'll be almost a year that we live like this. So I think that whatever work that we are putting towards digitalization and enabling digital communication and education and all of those things, I think that this will continue. I do believe that even when children return to schools, there will be some aspect of digital learning left to it, and I think schools should actually adopt to it as well.